the men's long jump, and 7 meters 37, 24.2 and a quarter, and that was with legal. So he's now into the lead as we have started with the women's 3,000 meter steeplechase.
Like 80 feet or something. Just like,
how far is that?
About 25 meters. Not even that.
And that's Steffi Pavey of Washington State into the lead here.
I was just like, look at her own.
And Pavey. A little less than 7 laps to go.
I don't know. She did some like softball throw, like pretty solid or something. I don't know. So she threw something, some training, like pretty good. And then like he tested her.
I couldn't do
that.
No, I couldn't do that. But I couldn't do it.
And coming up on one full lap here in the steeplechase, 87.3 there for Pavey. 87.3 as they're still bunched closely together.
He said like, okay, like if she could throw it 105, a couple feet under, he was like, oh, okay.
And Pavey continuing to lead here in the steeplechase. Bieberling and Say of the Bruins running 2-3. So Pavey of Washington State, Bieberling and Say running 2-3, but they're all bunched very closely together, with Portfield and Dunn in 4th and 5th, and they've crossed the finish line here for the second time. 1.5 laps completed. So a little less than 6 laps to go now. And here are your introductions in the women's high jump.
I feel like,
leading off from Long Beach State, a senior, 3rd in the Big West Heptathlon in 2013, a high jump best of 5.1. It's Taylor Jackson. 2nd in the order from UCLA, a senior, back off the red shirt here, 9th in the NCAA Heptathlon in 2013, a 3-time Pac-12 Heptathlon scorer, and a best of 5, 6.5 in this event. Please welcome back Tatum Souza. Jumping 3rd in the order from Washington State, a sophomore, best of 5, 7.5, Kiana Davis. 4th from Long Beach State, a senior, best of 5 feet a quarter inch. She was 9th in the Big West pole vault in 2012, Amber Britt. Jumping 5th in the order from Washington State, a junior. She was the Pac-12 high jump champion last year at 5'11.5". It's Charlotte Muschamp. Jumping 6th in the order from UCLA, a senior. 3rd in the Pac-12 high jump last year. 4th in the Pac-12 heptathlon last year, a best of 5'11.5". It's Alexis Walker. And jumping 7th in the order from Washington State, a junior. A best of 5, 8 3/4 already this year. 8th in the Pac-12 last year. It's Audrey Ketchum. And jumping 8th in the order from UCLA, a senior. 5th in the Pac-12 high jump last year, a best of 5, 9 3/4. It's Zibby Boyer. Portfield now in the lead, 89.7. So those laps at 87.3, 88.5, and 89.7, with Portfield in the lead ahead of Pavey, with everyone still a little strung out here. Portfield leading.
What I do think, though, is that I think it's
the finish line here, with Bortfeld leading ahead of Pavey and Say. And after 2 rounds of the men's long jump, 24-2.5 for Willie Alexander of Long Beach State continues to be the leader. And we have Devon Bortfeld of Washington State continuing to extend her lead in this steeplechase. And we're coming up now to 4 laps, not exactly 1,600 meters, but 4 laps. And 5:56 flat, 88.5 for that lap. So Bortfeld continuing to lead, and second is now Say of UCLA, ahead of Pavey of Washington State. But they're very, very close together. And this is Devon Bortfeld of Washington State coming down the straightaway here. So we believe this is 3 laps to go. The lap counter is not being worked at this point. So we have Bortfeld, Say, Pavey, and Dunn. And on the back straightaway here, and very impressive now for Devon Bortfeld of Washington State. We believe this to be her steeplechase debut. And she has negotiated the barrier, and she's coming up now.
Yeah, I think there's a
7:23.8 and 88.4. 88.4 in that lap. So 88.5 and 88.4, and she has extended her lead here to almost half a lap, ahead of Say of the Bruins, Dunn of Long Beach State, and Pavey of Washington State. And now Katie Pavey of Washington State back into second place, and slipped there for Bortfeld. And we believe this is going to be 2 laps to go here for Bortfeld. And 8:09 with 2 laps to go. And Zabri Howry of UCLA into the lead in the women's javelin. 1:47.8 ahead of Selena Ward of Washington State, 1:43.9. And 130 feet 1 inch for Kelsey Taylor. But Zabri Howry at the end of 2 rounds now into the lead in the javelin. And coming up now, 8:51 flat and 89 flat for that lap. So very consistent laps between 88 and 89 seconds there for Bortfeld. And she's coming into the home straightaway, and we believe she'd be taking the bell here if in fact the bell was being staffed. And coming down the straightaway here, we believe this is going to be 1 lap to go here for Bortfeld. Excuse me, Bortfeld of Washington State, and we believe this to be her debut in the steeplechase. And we believe this is a lap to go now. At 9:38 with 1 lap to go. And Bortfeld onto the back straightaway here. She'll be coming up to 7 laps to go. 7 laps completed, a half lap to go. And now Say of UCLA is into second with Dunn of Long Beach following in second, third, and fourth, and Eberling of UCLA in fifth. Now coming up now to 7 laps complete, and 10, 20, flat, 88.9 for Bortfeld, and she's going to be the winner here, barring a catastrophe. And we believe this to be her first ever steeplechase. So how about a hand here for Devon Bortfeld of Washington State. This is not an easy race. Over all these barriers and the water jump, her first ever steeplechase, we believe. And here she comes down the straightaway to win this event. Going to be just a little bit over 11 minutes. Wonderful job here by Devon Bortfeld of Washington State, and she is the winner. And look at this race between Pavey and Say here. And Pavey and Say on the run-in here. It's going to be 1-2 for the Cougars. With Stephanie Pavey of Washington State, Sabrina Say of UCLA is going to be third. And Kathleen Dunn of Long Beach State is going to be fourth. And on the far side there, Emily Eberling of UCLA is still competing. She's